welcome to the first edition of the Lowe Down of the season. If you've never seen it before, where have you been? It's been going for years, quite literally. 5 questions every week. I don't know what they are. The guys usually turn the tables on me and ask me the questions I've been asking them all weekend. I have 30 seconds to answer each one. There is a whistle. I rarely stick to it. There it is. Go.
Jack Grealish had 2 assists this weekend. Why didn't more teams try and sign him this summer?
It is a weird one. I find that really weird. I did ask Tim that question during the game, and his answer was really good, and so I'm going to steal it, basically, because I'd not thought about it this way. Jack Grealish has won everything in the game, right, domestically. So, in a way, the World Cup is the one thing that he needs to have a real go at. To get into a team, to play every week, maybe to be a big fish in a small pond, Everton's a good place. Plus, and this was really interesting what Tim said, this is basically the Tim down, not the Low down, that playing European football in the midweeks of every week might be too much. He's 30, right? And he hasn't played a lot in the last 2 years. So maybe go to a club that doesn't have European football so he can get a nice regular rhythm and then go to the World Cup. I mean, that was a good answer by Tim.
Good answer, Tim. Well done, Tim. That's good for the first one. Well done.
You won't stick to the time on this one either.
I like that. I think that's a good point.
No, I try and make good points. Okay, question number 2. What still needs to click for Manchester United?
Oh, my God. You do that in 30 seconds. Everything. Midfield, as you guys talked about, Ugarte, for a lot of money, comes in. He's not good enough. I don't like Bruno where he is playing right now. He needs to click more, and he doesn't need to be so far back. I like him further forward. But where does he play? Because they've just brought in all these players. The goalkeeper needs to click. There's no clicking going on with the goalkeeper. They are not going to click. Onana hasn't clicked. He's been there a number of years. Altay Bayındır is not a Manchester United goalkeeper. Tom Heaton's 39. There's no clicking going on in goal.
There's a lot of clicks.
There's a lot of clicking that needs to happen. Also, Amad Diallo, who's so brilliant at times, didn't seem like he was even on the field today. So there's a lot of areas that need to click. I'm getting so fed up with this narrative. We thought in pre-season this is going to be a great Manchester United. I know it's only 2 games in, but underwhelmed. Next.
Well, this might make you a little bit happier.
Okay.
Young Max Dowman at Arsenal made his Premier League debut this weekend at 15 years of age. Is that too young?
I think it is. I really don't want to say that because a huge part of me gets so excited when a young player breaks onto the scene. When a Rooney broke on the scene, James Milner, remember back in the day when he broke on the scene? When Waneri came on as the youngest ever Premier League player. I know, and I do think Arsenal will drip feed him in, and that's a good thing. And really, he's at the best club for doing that, for looking after him. But I have to look at it as a mum. My kid is 9. This guy is 6 years older than him, and he's out there. It's not very much. He's out there with grown-ups, with a grown-up emotional mentality, and he is a child, essentially. And I worry, not about the physicality. He clearly has the physicality and the ability, no question about that. I really worry emotions and psychologically how he will deal with what he's being exposed to. That concerns me a lot. But as I said, he's in the best place. I'm sure they're all over that.
Good answer. Okay, so given where Spurs finished last year.
17th.
Yeah. And everyone's saying just hold on, pump the brakes, like they need to get incrementally better. Now that we know, what's the ceiling for Spurs under Thomas Frank?
Oh, the ceiling. I mean, I think they could challenge top 4. I really do. I don't think they've got enough strength in depth to challenge the title. I don't think Richarlison and Solanke as the 2 strikers, whether he plays them both or interchanges, are strong enough to win the title by any stretch of the imagination. But I think if things keep going the way... he's so good, Thomas Frank. He just knows flipping what he's doing. I heard somebody on the radio yesterday, a Tottenham fan, ring into the radio saying how nice it is to have a technician in the dugout, somebody who makes these changes, who's very pragmatic and horses for courses and does the right thing at the right time and knows what to do in comparison to the rigidity of the last year or 2. So I think right now, 2 games in, everybody calm down. They've got to go Champions League. They've got to aim for Champions League qualification top 4. They've got to aim for it. I haven't done a Low Down in ages and it's showing.
A little bit of a different direction. It's a little bit deep.
Oh, no.
You ready? So this is your 13th season presenting our Premier League show.
So old.
How has it changed you?
Oh, my God. How has it changed me? Wow, that's quite the question, isn't it? How has it changed? How's it changed me? You know what? I think it's made me more grateful for doing something that you always wanted to do. When you actually get to do that thing that you've always wanted to do, you've then got to try and stay there. And it's just made me realise that you can never, ever, ever loosen up on the hard work. And I don't think that's changed me as such, because I feel like I've always worked really, really hard. But it's made me realise more and more that when you get something you really want, you have to work double hard, I think, to keep going and stay at that level. Is that a fair answer?
Anything about 2 Robbins, Tim?
You've not changed me at all. In fact, you've annoyed me for most of the last 30 years. Oh, I love you guys. I love you all. Well, that was a deep end. It's not that deep, kids. That's what they say. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Okay, don't forget, we have loads of digital content over on the NBC Sports website and on our YouTube page as well. This show, The Lowe Down, the 2 Robbies podcast that Robbie Mustoe is about to go and record, the Premier League tactics session, and as always, you can get all the goals every weekend on Premier League Update. That was The Lowe Down. We'll see you next week. Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long, and for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.